Hey y'all, welcome to Friday's Kitchen. Welcome back if you have been here before. Quick note before we get into today's video, if you guys have not seen my community tab, my oven has completely died on me and I need a new stove. So until I get that replaced, my next few videos may be a little sporadic, but in today's video, my niece was kind enough to open up her kitchen to me, so I was able to get this out for you guys. In today's video, we are making a rum pound cake. It turned out delicious. If you guys are interested in seeing how I made it, stay tuned. Also, while you're here, I ask that you please take a moment, look down below, consider pressing that subscribe button, join our family, and come back for some more recipes. Here we have the ingredients for the pound cake. Up first, we have 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, 1 cup of granulated sugar, 1 cup of brown sugar, 5 eggs at room temperature, 1 cup of unsalted butter at room temperature. We'll be using 4 ounces of cream cheese at room temperature, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, and we have 1/2 cup of spiced rum. The full list of ingredients will be down below in the description box, and we've started by preheating the oven to 300 degrees. So we've started by creaming together the butter and cream cheese. Once that's well combined, we're going to go in with the sugars. I didn't mention earlier that it's dark brown sugar, not light brown sugar. But we're going to add our sugars to the mixture. Once we do that, we're going to let the mixer run anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes until our mixture becomes nice and fluffy. Now we're going to go in with the vanilla extract. Once we add the vanilla extract, we're going to turn the mixer back on and begin to add our eggs one at a time. Once I add an egg, I like to wait for the yolk to break before going in with the next. Here I'm turning the mixer off just to scrape down the sides and bottom of the bowl to make sure everything gets well combined. Up next, we're going to go in with the flour mixture and the rum, and I'm just going to go back and forth alternating. I'm going to start with my dry mixture and end with the dry mixture. That said, I'll add about 1/3 of the flour mixture, half of the rum, another 1/3 of the flour mixture, the rest of the rum, and then we'll go in with the remainder flour mixture. So here I am scraping down the sides and bottom of the bowl one final time. I'll turn the mixer back on for a couple seconds and then our cake batter will be done. Here we have the pan we're going to use to bake the cake. I am going to generously spray with pan baking spray. Now I'm going to go in with the cake batter. Again, the oven has been preheated to 300 degrees. This is a smaller pound cake than I normally make, so I'm guessing it'll bake anywhere from like 1 hour and 10 minutes to 1 hour and 20. I'll adjust that time as needed, but as always, I'll let you guys know exactly how long it takes in my oven when I remove it. Now we're going to get started on the rum sauce. Here we have 1/2 cup of spiced rum, 1/2 cup of butter, 1/4 cup of water. We'll be using a tablespoon of vanilla extract and 1/4 cup of dark brown sugar. We're starting by adding the butter to the pan, and we're just going to cook this on a medium heat until the butter starts to brown. Now that the butter has started to brown, we're going to add the rest of the ingredients with the exception of the vanilla extract. We're going to save that to the end, but we're going to add everything and then mix until the sugar fully dissolves. Now that everything has been added, we're going to let this cook just a little longer until the mixture starts to thicken a bit. At that point, we'll remove it from the heat, add the vanilla extract, and set that aside to cool. So here we have our cake after 1 hour and 20 minutes in the oven. I'm just going through with a fork and poking some holes on the top. We are going to go in and pour some of the rum sauce. I can say that in retrospect, I could have poured more of the rum sauce into the actual cake. I think I only did half and saved the other half for the glaze, and I really didn't need that much because I ended up with more glaze than I needed. So I would probably next time add about 3/4 of the sauce to the cake at this stage right here and save the rest for the glaze, but you'll see what I'm talking about coming up. Now that I've added the sauce to the cake, we're going to let it hang out in the pan for about 15 minutes, and then we'll be back to turn it out onto a cake board. Now to make the glaze to top the cake, all we have to do is add powdered sugar to the rum sauce that we created earlier, and this is the part that I was talking about. I ended up having to add way more powdered sugar to reach the consistency I wanted, and if I didn't have as much sauce in there, then it wouldn't have taken that much. So I ended up with more glaze than I needed, and I actually ended up discarding it because I had no use for it. So yeah, next time I would definitely add more of the sauce to the actual cake and save just a little bit for this portion right here. I'm going to speed through, but I did end up adding a good bit of powdered sugar to get the thickness that I wanted. So all we have left to do now is to glaze the cake, and that is what we're about to do. All right, y'all, so give me just a second. I'll bring you guys in for a closer shot, and then we'll cut the cake so you can see what the inside looks like. We've made it to the end of the video. Here we have the finished product, our rum cream cheese pound cake topped with a brown butter spiced rum sauce. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions about anything I've done, leave them down below in the comment section. While you're here, I ask that you guys please take a moment, look down below, consider pressing that subscribe button, join our family, come back for some more recipes. I really enjoyed this cake. My niece really enjoyed this cake. I really think my favorite part is the brown butter sauce that we have on top. It is so, so good. Another holiday recipe, one I would definitely recommend you guys giving a try. I want to thank you so much for tuning into today's video, as always, and I will see you in the next one.